Much has been said about company culture over the last several years, but what does that actually mean in practice and to the bottom line? In an effort to recreate the conditions of a strong and positive culture, we tend to copy the tangibles that we see at companies that we want to emulate, like Zappos or Amazon. We have novel perks like ping pong tables and Beer O'Clock Friday. We create vision and purpose statements and put them up on our walls, and we expect our company cultures to magically change. And now we're creating these edgy and different catchphrases like only accept awesome and get stuff done. Yet, that ping pong table can sit in a corner gathering dust. Beer O'Clock Friday can cause resentment instead of bonding. A purpose statement can be interpreted in a way that we didn't intend. Get stuff done at one company may really inspire people, while at another company it means work until you drop. So what is happening here? Why is it that a perk at one company can lead to great success while at another company falls completely flat? Well, that's because there are two sides to company culture: the cognitive culture and the emotional culture. Now, cognitive culture includes things like your mission statement, vision, core values, perks. These are the things that we've been trained to put in place as HR professionals and company leaders. They're the top-down driven expectations of how we want our employees to behave. But no matter how well-intentioned and positive those expectations are, there's an even more powerful driver of your company culture that really sets the tone. And that's the second side of this, your emotional culture. An emotional culture governs how people feel in the office. It's set and shaped by everyone's behaviors from the top all the way down. And it's based on assumptions that we have on how we think we're supposed to feel, and maybe even those feelings that we think we're supposed to suppress. For example, part of Southwest Airlines' emotional culture is joy. And you can see their fun-loving spirit by the way the flight attendants joke around and enjoy their work. Emotional culture is that huge mass that lies underneath the surface that really drives people's behavior. And if you look and really listen, you can see, hear, and feel those emotions. Well, why should you care? That's because we're all human, and emotions drive our behaviors, and those behaviors ultimately have a huge impact on sales, profits, and shareholder value. So what can you do about it? Well, one, you can measure your emotional culture by using an employee feedback tool. Two, you can model the behaviors and emotions that you want to have at your company. This is especially true for HR professionals, company leaders, and team leaders. Three, you can display artifacts that solicit or elicit those emotions that you want people to have. For example, Pixar loves to display movie artifacts in their office because it helps highlight their successes, but it also brings a feeling of joy for people coming into the office. And four, you can foster healthy communication. So give your employees a voice and encourage them to speak their mind. Practice inclusivity. These are four ways that you can impact your emotional culture. Emotional culture is a huge driver of how people behave. And neglecting to foster and cultivate a healthy emotional culture will, more often than not, render your other attempts to impact your company culture useless. If you've enjoyed this topic on emotional culture, please click the link included with this post to our article, which is much more detail. And please come check us out at zeal.ai to read more of our blogs and see our how-to videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.